guys, welcome back to another episode of Visual Effects Artist React. We're here with Wren and Sam and myself, Niko.
It's Animal Day. We got deer, we got lamb, we got Vin.
If you're ready to see your nanite levels drop to rock bottom and then go sky high, you're gonna wanna see this. There's been years of this show, and there's still yet one bad VFX clip. One has slipped through the cracks, and we have to see it today. It's the deer scene from The Ring 2.
The deer?
This is widely regarded as one of the bad VFX scenes of all time.
One of the bad VFX of all time.
Yes.
Son, are you okay? You're looking a little bit 40 years old right now.
Son, you're looking kind of like one of the children from Akira. So obviously, this kid's psychic now.
Oh, that's new.
Wait, were they adding effects of the window over shot?
It looks like it, doesn't it?
The thing most people don't ever really realize is that she actually is behind the driver wheel, and it actually is going down the road, but it's also on a truck bed.
Pause right there. I've noticed, see this angle of the motion blur?
Oh, yeah.
It looks...
That one, okay, I take it back.
These close-ups look like they're blue screen.
Yeah.
It's funny, I'm
The
noticing...
wide shots didn't, though.
No, they look normal. But I bet you they filmed and ran out of time and then got these shots later.
Rachel!
Look out, it's a deer! Ah, Cgi Deer! There's no deer in that shot. No more deer.
Whoa!
Has the director ever been in a car?
Just don't stop the car!
Wow.
I mean...
It's really a very Cgi Deer. Oh, no.
What?
Look out!
It's the friggin' scene where like you get T-boned by the car, but instead it's a deer.
How is he looking at the deer from between the two front seats of the car like that? Yeah. The camera's like down by where like the air vents are, the armrest. Like, he just spikes the camera like, oh man.
What the heck?
God. Oh, that glass.
I gotta say, the deers are obviously very CG to our eyes now, but I mean, this movie is almost 20 years old, and it's not bad.
The animation of the deer is good, but they're pretty CGI.
Yeah, the animation's actually.
Like I can admire like the detail on the fur and like how well the deer is animated. But it's got like those washed out black levels.
You're right. It's
like,
got the classic like Narnia lion.
The second Narnia lion.
The second Narnia lion. Yeah.
Things never happen the same way twice, dear one.
Look at the dark of the car beam in the foreground on the left, and then compared to the nose on the deer or the shadow under the deer's chin.
It's funny.
It's lifted.
It's
like,
way too lifted. It's not based on actual light whatsoever. It's just
it's that Instagram fade.
Yep. The shadow underneath the deer facing the ground is just not the right darkness. It's not catching the right bounce light. It's just an even ambient light just turned up that's hitting all the deer from the bottom. There are no shadows, like dark shadows in the deer. There's no creases that are full black when there should be.
The best thing going for these deer is the animation. The animation's actually not that bad. When it starts doing things that you wouldn't expect a deer to do, like run up and try to jump through the window of a car, that's when it starts getting into Fantasyland a little.
Dang.
Dude, how does that's not how reflections work. That is definitely not how reflections work. It doesn't just...
Oh, he's seeing...
His head's wrapped around the deer's eye. That truly implies that his face is printed on like the underside of an umbrella, which is being held in front of the deer's eye. Because it's like curved around a spherical object.
It's a weirdly curved thing. Like, depending on how close you are, you should see a lot of fall off between like the forehead and the chin, and the nose would be really big. Instead, they're just like, let's just like stretch it sideways and like use the bulge effect.
And then it backs off and it stays stuck to it. Whereas normally he should be shrinking as it backs off.
If you ever want to do that type of effect and you're trying to get that reaction, just shoot on the widest lens possible really close up. Then you can kind of replicate that effect. I do like the dappled lighting that they are using on all the deer. It doesn't exactly line up with the ground, but it's a way to help add realism to your scenes if you're shooting in a forest. You set this up as being super bad, Sam, and it's not as bad as I expected it to be.
It's definitely a goofy scene with really well animated deer that are being rendered in a system that cannot do the lighting justice.
All right. Enough about rings. Let me take a second to appreciate some different kind of jewelry that's been getting me a lot of comments lately. I don't know how many of you guys know this, but I'm Hawaiian and Filipino. So jewelry is part of the culture out there, whether it's a family heirloom passed down from your great nana, or just a piece that adds to your overall vibe. Bottom line, I love pieces that tell a story, and that's why I like these sets and pieces from Holzkern, our sponsor today. This right here is the Moonrise watch. Golden real marble, super clean, elegant, but not too flashy. Paired it up with this Prelude bracelet. It's made with maple wood and has a soft grain with a warm tone. And to round out the fit, I'm wearing this Ionic necklace. More marble with gold detailing. Subtle, but it pops. Holzkern is a small family brand that makes jewelry for men and women out of Vienna, Austria. They make everything in small batches and have everything from watches to jewelry, all made from natural materials. Stuff like koa wood, jade, marble. Every piece is literally one of a kind. So if you're thinking of getting a loved one a gift or just want to update your everyday look, head to the link in the description below or scan this QR code to get one of these very unique pieces. Plus, if you use the promo code CorridorCrew15, you'll get 15% off your order. Free worldwide shipping, no custom fees, and a 2-year guarantee. What's better than that? Trust me, my girlfriend loves these pieces, and once you start wearing them, people will notice. So while I'm setting up for our next shoot here, I think you're gonna like this next clip on React.
So, have you guys heard of this movie called Lamb from A24?
I have.
Yeah, so this is an Icelandic movie, Icelandic cast, director, crew. It's a very vibey film. These two farmers, they're giving birth to all these little lambs. The big reveal here is that the lamb is actually a child.
Oh, wow.
What the hell?
Wow. These guys are not nearly freaked out enough about this.
Yeah, this is like gritty Paddington. You know, that's like the vibe I'm getting from this.
This is interesting because obviously that's a real child they're using, but that's not a, is that a real sheep head there? A real lamb head?
That's a good question. It looks like it's a real filmed element comped in really well, but it moves and bounces really well. Like that's a lot of nuance to get with like animatronic, and it looks too good to be CGI. It looks like it's filmed and comped in.
I think we're just dealing with some comping because I keep thinking about when we were watching Poor Things, those scenes of the animal hybrids.
Yeah, that looks real to me. That looks really real.
Yeah.
The way the jowls and skin move.
So they do have a very high fidelity 3D model of a lamb head, and they put a lot of effort into animating this lamb to look like a real lamb. In fact, so much so that the director was like, you're doing more of a Swedish lamb than an Icelandic lamb. And they're like, we were just trying to do lamb.
Wow.
But they also did have like puppets and real lambs throughout the whole course of this movie.
Is that a CGI lamb?
I think this might be a CGI lamb here.
No.
No way.
No, it
But
looks
I'm
way
not
too
sure.
good. No, because like look at the neck slipping on the collar. Like,
Yeah.
that screams I have a boy and a lamb, not a CGI guy or
No,
like a
I
CGI
actually
lamb.
do agree. I think this actually might be a case of a real lamb. They had, I think, 4 different hero lambs that they used on the course of this.
See how the light reflects off her fingers onto the side of the lamb's cheek?
Yeah, and just like that interaction there, I was like,
Yeah.
that is very difficult to do in CG. This
Oh,
shot.
whoa.
I-
That looks like a CGI lamb.
It
to me
is.
now.
It is. Yeah. So now we're looking at a fully CG lamb head, and it's very high fidelity. It's very good. But also notice how it still has like a little lamb hand, a hoof,
This is really well done.
right? Again, so this is an A24 film, so it's not like super tiny budget, but they were originally planning to have like 200 shots, and they ended up having roughly around 70 shots in the final film. And I'm sure you guys can guess the general approach to doing this, right?
Yeah.
And what would you say it is?
I'd film as much of this as I could with a real lamb, and if I can't do that, then it'd be a puppet lamb, and if it has to do things that neither of those things can do, a very specifically directed moment, then it'd be CGI.
Sheep GI.
Cheap GI.
Sheep GI.
But yeah, so I think they worked with roughly 10 different children as Aldi on this movie.
I wonder if they like filmed the kid and then like took the lamb and just like tried to recreate what the kid did in like the same spot and like
I
cut
think
it
they
out.
did. Apparently it took a lot of time to film all of her scenes because they would do it in many different takes. That's the glory about using a head replacement on a child, is that you can swap out child actors and you'll never know.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
Because of course you have child labor laws, so you can't film with a kid for more than like a few hours on a long like 12-hour workday, especially when they're filming in Iceland during the summer when the sun kind of never sets.
You can film all day. You're
Yeah.
right.
And all
Genius.
night.
They spent so much time just studying lambs and how they move and how they like twitch their ears and move their eyes. So, but then you have a shot like this, and I'm not sure how they're doing that, because now that doesn't look like a CG lamb head.
Well, that's the real lamb head there, and that's a composited hand. Yeah, you can see that drop shadow going down.
Is that a composited hand, or is that just a different plate that they're cropping back in.
I mean, there's probably a variety of elements here. The lamb, the blanket, and the arm, and like the blankets underneath the head and the hand are probably all kind of like hodgepodge together from those different elements.
Because I think the hand is actually there in that plate with the blanket and all of the stuff around it, and that the sheep head is actually a different plate, but it's a real head and is being comped in. I see some fuzziness underneath the blanket on the sheep neck.
Yeah,
on the top
I do
there.
too.
So that's what's leading me to believe that that's being put in there. We do have a breakdown though. I do want to check out the breakdown. Yeah, so there's some side-by-sides of like the real one, the CG one, and it's like, what?
That's really good.
You gotta be real talented to do this kind of work. This is really good. Like compared to where we started with the Ring 2, like look how far we've come.
How interesting all the different light passes, so you can blend them. The subtle emotion on the lamb is really well done too. Like,
Oh snap, look at that.
wow.
You got a binky and that sweet beanie, Lord.
Notice how the tracking dots are starting to like smear in the water?
Yeah. It's probably for the best they like only did like 70 shots, because then you can really let the artist focus on their shots.
Yeah.
Man, that blend.
Wait, like every shot that I thought could have been practical was CGI.
All the moving ones we knew were gonna be CG.
Well, I'm just saying, like every once in a while, I'd see a shot, I'm like, yeah, that might be a practical sheep there, but like, it's CG after CG.
Man, that CGI lamb head. Just all different levels of like hair grooming, the nuances of animation, and like the lighting
there we go.
itself. Oh
That
wow.
answered it.
Wow, CGI.
That's a nice composite. Honestly, the underlying performance of that kid is really nice too. Like, it's natural. Like, I don't know if that kid's like an actor or not, but it's selling the sheepness. I don't know how you cast a person or a child to have like sheep or lamb-like qualities, but they somehow found one. It's kind of blowing me away.
And they found 10.
You have all these different hair grooms happening, like all these different hair types, and they're all paired to the skin, and like the animation is so nuanced and so well done, and just lingers on these close-up shots. They have all these collars and things to deal with, and like the lighting situations are always like nuanced with a bunch of different like soft lights and bounces and things like that you know, give you that A24 look. And they're just like nailing it with the lamb. It's so well done.
Yeah, this was a movie recommended to us by the comments, so leave another.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard of the movie Bloodshot? He is a man made out of nanomachines, so you can shoot him or punch him.
Wait, really?
Vin Diesel walks down the hallway buffly.
Yeah. See those fists? If you're walking buffly, you need to have your fists like, he's doing a good job.
God, he's got a great walk.
Oh,
Whoa.
damn.
Whoa, wait, hold up, okay.
I like it.
Although the resistant force on that would be him walking. So if it went out and like jammed into the concrete
stop.
walls, he would stop me like,
Well, it's just got such sharp blades.
It's an interesting choice to have him not really throw full punches. He's just kind of like doing this and the arms are doing the full thing.
Wait, so the hands don't actually follow his motions because he just picked his nose there. And the things didn't try and get a booger too.
What an idea for a moment. All right, so this scene, you just blow some snot out of your nose.
Yeah, but the hands don't follow.
There's a lot going on. This is a very expensive sequence. That was a full CG diesel. Just look at how extreme the subsurface scattering is in his ear. They're like, wow, we got our skin shader working real well.
It's a very bright ear.
Okay. We're gonna have to particle sim our way back. Sick.
I mean,
Sweet.
It
this
is a
pretty
sick particle sim.
Very
It's
nice.
cool how they have like a grid within the particle system. It's not just chaos, giving like the feeling that it's like an intelligent swarm of like bots.
Dude, look at the way that those fingers came back together.
The Bloodshot effect does look great.
What? Are those nanobots?
No, that's just a truck filled with flour.
Flower.
Uh-oh. And as we've learned, flowers fuel.
It is.
Explosion time incoming in 3, 2, 1. 1. 1.
Oh my God, that's so dumb. How is the whole tunnel not blowing up?
Flour won't just like burn on its own, right? You have to like aerate it.
Look how much airborne particulate there is. This place should be blowing up. It's like the freaking sinking icebergs from G.I. Joe. This pissed me off so much when I saw this scene. They emphasize how much it's in the air and how many flares and like thermite grenades are happening, and just nothing comes out of it.
Can we just show people the classic flour in a tube thing where it blows up and turns into a cannon? I thought that was the gag they were gonna pull.
I know, so did I. When this happens, like, oh, there's gonna be a big explosion. Pull out the flares, like, psst, like, oh, there's gonna be a big explosion. And then nothing happens.
That's so funny. That's like a scene where they mix baking soda and vinegar and then someone like drinks it. You're like, wait, what?
Flour.
Yeah, it's like one step away from putting out a fire with gasoline. That's pretty cool.
Kind of crazy. You know what? That's the trailer shot. I remember seeing that shot in the trailer.
The nanobot effects are sweet.
The banana bot?
No, I said nanobot. Nanobot. The nanobot effects are sweet.
The nanobot effects are sweet. The nanobot effects are sweet.
The nanobot effects are awesome.
Do you have any eye drops? My eyes are feeling a little bloodshot.
On the subject of nanite levels, have you guys seen the Witcher 4 tech demo? The Witcher 3 was super cool. You guys played it, right?
Dude, Witcher 3 is great.
One of the best games of all time.
Which is why I watched this demo the moment it came out.
Yeah, you gotta have him pass between like a very thin cave area and have him touch part of the wall. It's kind of like the signature Unreal 5 animation motion. I mean, obviously there's incredible artistry all over this place, but in particular, foliage.
I was about to say, was it the trees?
So we are excited to introduce nanite foliage.
Nanite will down-res the world around you and the things in the distance, and then dynamically up-res them as you get closer to them.
But with foliage, that was never possible.
Well, you could, as long as the tree didn't move. But this new version of nanite that handles foliage, it's voxel-based, so allowing it to render the motion and use nanite at the same time.
They basically figured out that, like, hey, instead of treating all the leaves on the tree like little individual flat cards with a texture on it, they're like, let's think of it like a smoke simulation. It's actually a bunch of tiny little cubes that become more high-res as you get closer, and just naturally down-res as you back away.
Look at all the trees.
Yeah.
Look at all the trees.
I've been waiting for something like this in foliage, rethinking from the ground up on how video game foliage is done.
And it's all still running smoothly on consumer gaming hardware.
And they also talk about this other cool feature called motion matching.
Multi-character motion matching in Unreal.
It's so crazy to think about over the last 5 years, the amount of things we can now take for granted in video games.
Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next week.
And don't forget, stick around for the next episode of VFX Artists React, where we look at, my list is empty. Leave a comment.
Oh, we want to look at Harry Potter again?
No,
soon, so leave a comment.